Now, I'm gonna switch gears a little bit because I know you sent me the thing about Aiden Ross apparently spending a whole bunch of money
Got
trying to
finessed out a big bet.
buy an unreleased song. Apparently, he said that he spent $200,000 buying a song. Who was it for? Who was
Kanye and Travis Scott.
Kanye and Travis
Kanye and
Scott?
Travis.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it was an AI song.
That's the AI joint.
Yeah. Some of them AI songs be sounding good, bro. I done heard some. I'm like, whoa.
And that made me think of the whole shit going on with Bad Bunny, and he's going off on his fans and everyone
Tell me some
over
more
an
about
AI
this.
phone. So this is the messages he put on his WhatsApp channel. So legit, this is what he said. So well, it's in Spanish. So fucking, I gotta translate. Um, he put this message out to his fans. So he said he has a channel with like 20 million people on it. So this is what he just writes directly to his fans. So he don't be posting on social media and shit. He just talks through this shit. And he's like, if you like this shitty song that's going viral on TikTok, then leave this group right now. You do not deserve to be my friend. And for this same reason, I made the new album to get rid of people like you. So like choo choo, get out of here. So pretty much what he's saying is the whole thing about the new album he released is going back to the old Bad Bunny. And part of the reason he's doing it is to get rid of those old fans, those new fans that came with a new style of music he was making with the last couple of albums.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, like if you're really my fan, you're gonna appreciate this old school Bad Bunny kind of music. And then somebody went ahead and used AI to make a song with him, Justin Bieber, and Daddy Yankee on it. And it's been going crazy on TikTok. And like everybody that's been cheering it on happens to be predominantly like Gen Z and younger kids that like the song. They're like, oh, this shit is better than his album and so on. And it makes sense because the song that the guy made sounds more like the little happy go lucky Bad Bunny that you heard like in the last few years, not the same like trap Bad Bunny that we're used to back in like 2016, 17.
That's
And
really
what the
what
new
going
album
on.
is. Yeah. Here, we can react to it. I have the whole song.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, okay. Before we play the song, I think that's kind of some bullshit though, because just because I'm a fan of you doesn't mean I have to like everything you put out.
Right.
And that's what he's saying. He's not saying you have to like it. But he's saying is if you like something that's not even me, it's somebody else pretending to be me,
Yeah.
and then you're going on and saying this is better than the real Bad Bunny.
You're not a fan. That's some not fan shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's some not fan shit.
I was
agree
looking
with
at
that.
it. I was looking at it at an angle from like, oh, look, okay, I know it's not him, but this is like low key fire. Like,
No, because a
but
lot of what people were saying in the comments and shit is like, oh, this sounds better than him, and this proves that anybody can be a singer. But in my mind, this shit defeats the entire purpose of if he didn't exist, why would this person try to recreate him with AI?
It's based off of
Exactly.
him.
Correct.
Right. That's crazy. AI is taking over the world.
Let's get into this. I kind of just want to hear Bad Bunny's part. I'm not gonna lie.
It's like 50 seconds in. The Justin Bieber shit is terrible.
Very.
Yeah,
like,
I had to say that because I know the listeners are like, "Yo, please don't make us
No,
have to." Skip
but the
this.
reason I think is because he did it in Spanish. Whoever made this took Justin Bieber's tone and voice and then wrote it in Spanish.
Yeah,
yeah, but this, right off the bat, it was just like cringy to me. I'm
Yeah.
not understanding how this is hot right now so far, but whatever.
That's because you're not used to listening to Justin Bieber talk Spanish.
Yeah.
yeah. That's why I just said just play me the Bad Bunny part because
It's like it's 8 seconds in.
Can you pause it? I agree with him. If you like this shit, you're not his fan. I agree with him because this shit is fucking terrible. They think that just because
Yeah.
you can just put his like his tone of voice, his vocals, whatever it's called, over those same kind of like reggaeton beats that shit is good. Fuck no, that shit is terrible.
Terrible,
That
bro.
shit was hot garbage. If
I'm
you
not
like that shit, you're not a real fan of Bad Bunny, and you're not like you don't honestly like you don't know what good music is. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm not the judge
A
of good
lot of
music,
people
but
don't know
that
good
shit
music
sucks.
nowadays.
That
I'm
shit
still
sucks.
I'm not understanding it. I don't see it. I don't see how this is like good or catchy or
Like it's
anything.
just well, you haven't gotten to the hook. I guess let's listen to the hook and then we can.
It's
Rude
fucking
was trying to
terrible.
give it a chance.
No, I'm not giving it a chance. I'm like,
No, kidding.
No, go ahead.
so that's roughly it. I think a couple things. It is his voice. Like you can definitely hear like it's his tone of voice, but you can see that whoever did this, they did it all with references from 2 albums ago because they it has the same cadence he had in that album. And like they didn't change it. And that's something that he does very well. Is that when he goes from one album to the next, he'd be switching his cadence and style of rapping in a song. And like you can see, it's like, oh, you're like that new kind of a fan of Bad Bunny, of like the soft kind of happy party music kind of Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
Now, from a perspective of good music, I'll tell you one thing. I don't know who did it technically, but I can tell you he's not Puerto Rican. Guaranteed, whoever wrote it is not Puerto Rican.
Oh yeah.
Well, then technically, wouldn't it be AI that wrote this?
No, it was somebody who used AI to make the song.
But they wrote the song themselves.
Supposedly, I'm guessing. Even if it was AI or if it was somebody writing it using AI to replicate the voice, because replicating the voice with AI is very easy.
Yeah.
Like I can take like 10 seconds of you talking and I can make a whole speech of you talking.
What about the Daddy Yankee portion? Was that was that?
It sounded like Daddy Yankee too, but lyrics is just.
Don't ask him about that because I do not play that shit.
But what I'm gonna say is like lyrically, they're using words that I know Puerto Rican people won't say, especially in Spanish. Like you just won't say it that way. If I had to take a guess, whoever made this was probably like Colombian or some shit.
Yeah, I was thinking.
Trying to write like a Puerto Rican. Fuck, I'm gonna have to fucking Google this now. Hold up.
All right. Well, while you Google that, I'm gonna shit on it some more. That shit was
Yeah,
terrible.
I definitely want to shit on it some more.
But you know
too,
what
bro.
though? Because there is I have heard the Drake. There's like a Drake and Weekend AI joint. That's probably the only one good AI song that I actually like that I heard that I knew was AI that I was like, oh, this is not that bad.
Right.
But so it's like, all right, it is a little scary, but they can't fully replicate like the songs that I think that we love
he's from
most.
Chile.
For example,
Chile.
or
Yeah. That's it. I told you he was on
that
Puerto
makes
Rican
sense.
for sure.
Where the wordplay was off a little bit.
Yeah.
He probably gonna have a crazy lawsuit after.
Now,
after this.
this is something that I think is interesting because I think technically there's nothing you can sue him for.
Really?
But I think this is gonna start changing some laws. Like this is probably gonna be precedent. Because as soon as like Bad Bunny started writing in the chat, like they dropped the song from Apple Music. It's probably going from Spotify, still on YouTube. But technically, the copyright is on the lyrics, and since Bad Bunny didn't write the lyrics, he technically has not broken any laws. You know what I mean?
The label's gonna.
So what I think
he might be the first. He might be that one person because there's always that one person that breaks through and like does they shit or whatever, and then everybody after that is fucked. And he might be fucked too because as you like you stealing a whole person.
But you don't know if you're stealing a whole person because what I'm saying is, so there's a couple things that go through in my mind.
And he's titling it as Bad Bunny. I'm sorry to cut you off. He's titling it as of Justin Bieber, Bad Bunny, Daddy Yankee.
Like that's their name. Exactly. But how is that different than somebody doing a cover of a song? Because there's people that sound like people and they pretend and they do like tours and do concerts and shit, singing other people's music. Do you know what I mean?
One of them.
But I think that's a little different. Like, cause you know that's not them. Like this person is portraying some other shit. I feel like they're using their likeness.
Can you copyright the voice? Because he's using their voice.
I think that's what's probably gonna end up happening. Somehow, somewhere, you're gonna end up either copywriting, trademarking. I don't even know what you would qualify it, and how do you prove that this is my voice, this is my tonality? Because there's people that just happen to sound like other people. So that's going to be interesting to see what will happen, like from a court perspective. Like, how do you regulate this in a way that can be sustainable? Because with Bad Bunny, he has a very distinct voice style.
Yeah.
So I think that'll be easy. But then there's people that sound it sounds bad to say, but they sound cookie cutter. You know what I mean? Like they
Mm,
like you will hear them, and then you hear somebody else sing, and be like, "Oh, you sound alike."
yeah.
So like, I have no idea how you will do this legally, but it may be the beginning of a very interesting,
We all gonna end
weird
up on
legal
X.
battle. Yeah.
But it wasn't Drake doing something about this legal wise? Like, wasn't he
Well, there's a
fighting?
few people because there's already been a few actors who they've used their likeness for like ads and shit in other countries. Like you have the face of like Bruce Willis, I
Yeah.
think was one of them.
Yeah.
So this is creating a whole interesting dynamic, which I'm like, oh, this is part of the shit with AI that we're just hitting the little top of everything that's coming with AI, and we're starting to like see how scary this could be. Because I'm like, and this is just a song. Imagine if somebody made up some shit where he's selling something extremely terrible.
Right.
Or
Right.
if you wanted to hurt him, you reach out to, I don't know, to like a minor and then send voice notes or shit
Right.
pretending to be an artist or something. You know what I mean? Like this is the
Yeah.
kind of shit that can really become really, really sinister if somebody thinks about it. That was like, oh, like you can go down a very, very dark
Yeah,
place.
there's always gonna be
I've
And
seen
then
I've
if
seen ads about that. Like I've seen ones with like Shaq, and I thought it was actually him talking about whatever it was that was being sold. Like I've seen it on like clips in YouTube. I seen Shaq, even The Rock. They was using his voice, and I had to look at it a couple of times. I'm like, wait a minute, and even like it, they even make it to where it looks like that's what they're saying in wherever area that they're in. But you can tell that it was edited and the lips are moving. It's not even matching the words that are being said, but they use their voice.
So I'm saying I think we all gonna end up on X and shit. Everybody gonna have like it's gonna be a an official like a way that everybody's like officially certified, like how the blue check or whatever. But like this is a you verified with like your fucking your DNA, your fingerprint or some shit. Like
That's
it's
crazy.
gonna then everything is just gonna run through all one official thing.
like right now, I would tell people as of November 9th, 2023, I don't believe shit that's not video. And even video can be extremely manipulated nowadays. But
That's
like
true.
but like making an audio that sounds like someone is too easy. It's like a $3 app, and you just need a reference of like us. We have so much audio just from here alone that anybody can just take our voice and make it into whatever they want. Like it's easy.
Don't say that too loud on the mic, cuz.
Everybody knows this shit
I
already.
didn't know that.
See,
Like,
But I don't be out here trying to do wild shit. That's probably why I don't know. Like people be telling me about like crazy shit. I'm like, no, I don't be. I never thought about doing no like fucked up shit like that. Why would I want to do that? Not to say that you have,
nah.
but you know,
Well, I
that's
do
why
it for
I haven't
work.
thought about it.
I do it for work. Like I feel like it's one of those shits. Like right now, if we're not talking about AI and like learning how to use it, you're gonna be left behind. Like this is a whole new set of jobs that becoming available. So, and I use it for work every day. Like it's just makes shit easy, it makes it faster. So if you're not using it from that aspect, it kind of sucks. So like there's the good, there's the bad, and I think that comes with any new piece of technology. Like social media when it started, it was just people connecting, and now look where we are. Like you can go down a very, very dark rabbit hole based on social media and the impact it's had on
Bag
society.
a bunch of hoes.
Well, it has the positive. That can be viewed as a positive or maybe a very negative.
there's
Maybe
an
that's one of
AI. There's an AI with that too, where like it talks to the girls for you. I think there was like was it Tinder or Hinge? I remember seeing something about that where it just talks to the girls for you, and the guy was showing his results, and it was actually getting them dates. Like he was pulling.
I ain't
Well,
gonna
the
lie.
AI was pulling.
The AI might pull for me on the app, and then I'll do the work like on the pull up. You know what I'm saying? But I might have to bro,
Yeah, but then
send that shit, whatever that shit. I need that. My DM game is trash, bro.
but when they meet
Super
you in
trash.
person, be like, "Yo, you seem different. You don't."
Yeah, I'm a lot more confident. Yeah, I'm a lot nicer. Yup. I don't know how the AI is gonna make me seem, but I gotta read it. I gotta make sure.
Mm. You think AI will depend on it so much that well, here's how I see it. I think that we're gonna depend on it so much that we're not gonna be able to really what I want to say express ourselves creatively on our own, like get things done on our own. Like, oh, we could just type something up and then boom, it gets it done. But do you really know how to do it yourself? I mean, granted, yes, like it's a great tool, you don't want to be left behind, but like, is it, and we see it as such a
Not
powerful
necessarily,
tool.
because I feel like,
'Cause
well,
you're becoming so dependent on it.
sort of, because I'm like at the point where I see when something's already written with AI, and it's only been out for a few months. Like I can already recognize the patterns of how AI be doing shit. Like when I see people's social media posts, I know exactly when somebody wrote it with themselves or AI did it. Like
Mm.
it becomes very easy to recognize. But I get it. Most people are not involved with it every day. Um,
So it's like, how would you grow in a skill depending so much on AI? You know what I mean?
They probably said the same shit when cars first came out. Like, yo, motherfuckers gonna stop walking. Like, they gonna stop doing
no,
all
like
this other shit.
imagine the people that used to race horses to sell them.
They had to be heated. They're like, oh my god, our whole industry is done. Like this, oh, and that because that was such a, and it's not even a racehorse. It's like a people with just carriages, like regular
Yeah.
people were using.
A form of transportation.
And then think about how many people probably killed themselves in a car. Because back then, it's not like you had a seatbelt. It's not like you had airbags. It's not like you had roads.
That's
I
true.
was talking to my dad about this today. That you see this whole shit, and then it takes time for things to be like commissioned for like I don't know the correct word to use, but like for them to be like
For infrastructure,
yeah,
built
to really
around.
be set. And then I think that's what's going to take some time to happen with the internet. But it's moving at such a fast pace that like I don't nothing else has ever affected us like this quickly, like so fast over such a short
and I
amount of
think
time.
that's the part that's scary because I feel like right now you have the internet that moves so quickly, and we still haven't really figured out a way to regulate it.
This shit is moving at like 50
You get what I
years to
mean?
like 1 human year.
Like that's the part. And now AI is gonna move so much faster. And that part that I'm scared, I'm like, and I don't want to bring too much of politics into it. The people are freaking making decisions about it do not comprehend what they have supposed to be making decisions or laws or regulations on. But then if you're living in this world and we're choosing to participate in it, then you got to fucking learn it. Like just yesterday, I saw a freaking job post. It was like, hey, I'm looking for an AI to generate images. You just got to generate 50 images a month for a movie, 3-month project, $70,000.
Wait. Hold on. What?
Yes.
You see, I ain't gonna lie, this motherfucker. Yo, what you doing after this? You trying to hang out? I like this is like throwing my little game out there. Like, man, I'm about to quit my fucking job cuz go learn some AI shit.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, there's things out there that you have to, like, if you don't get on board and you learn it now and you start resenting it and you be like, yo, AI is taking my job, and you get so stuck in like on the fact that it's taking your job, you can be learning how to become the best person at freaking prompting the AI and be the one that they come to. You know what I mean? Like that's the type of stuff that AI can let you do. Like it sucks. Like it's not any different than when the freaking industrial revolution happened. Like a lot of people got displaced, but then we found new jobs. Now we have tools that new people have to use. I think it's going to be the same shit with AI, but I do think we are going to go through a very scary period where we don't comprehend or understand it, and a lot of people are going to be affected on like losing their job and shit. So they're going to have to transition. So it's going to be a
lot of digital
interesting time.
creators lost their jobs because of AI, like
Digital
digital art.
Them motherfuckers is lazy and they overcharge motherfuckers. They deserve it. And the ones that's good is around. You know what I'm saying? They still working. Maybe I'm being a little harsh on the motherfuckers. But I'm like, man, you want what for what, bro? You don't even know what you're doing for real.
My boy,
Bum ass flyer, but
my boy the other day was showing me he was using the AI tool where he was just generating different like logo. He even generated one for like the podcast. I'm like, oh, that looks dope. And he told me where it was from. It was AI generated. I'm like, oh, and then you literally type whatever it is that you want, and it'll generate it for you in the way that you want it, which is great in a matter of seconds. Like stuff where it will take people like may take people hours. He literally did it in a matter of seconds, and he like had mad examples, like mad images to show. Sit for like shirt ideas or logos, things like that. I'm like, wow. And I could just imagine like all those people that actually, make a business out of this, actually take their time to.
Well, that's what I
create
mean.
these
It
things.
just takes effort. I don't
Yeah.
even think it's like, 'cause how many people do you know that will be like, oh, I'm gonna start a clothing brand, and they never started? And there's probably a bunch of people that are like playing with AI doing designs, but they still don't put it on a shirt.
Right.
Like, I don't think it's gonna be much different from that perspective. And I think there was already a court case that says you cannot trademark anything generated by AI. So it's not because it wasn't generated by a human. So there's a legality piece. Like, cool, you made it, but now anybody can technically sell it. So it creates this weird dynamic of, you know what I mean?
I
So,
didn't know that. That's
I didn't know that either. Cause I'm like, I'm gonna use that, but then now I'm like, wait, I can't use that.
now it's only been one case so far, but that's how the judge ruled. But yeah, I don't know. I think we're in interesting times. We just gotta adapt. Don't try to get stuck with it.